So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's second and 2 now from the 3. Again, it's Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Peyton Hendershot there to make the grab. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one for an the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott. Flushed out right. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7. Brett Maher to kick off the Cowboys.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll go out of bounds He's in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Got his target, Samuel.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Purdy from the gun.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Purdy looking to throw.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Prescott.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott on first down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Again to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards.
It's a bootleg with Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Purdy now to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie, that's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie, that's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They start the drive with Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Off the play fake, Cousins rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Fourth down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Play action now. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Cousins. Touchdown! KJ Osborne from 6 yards away. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
They're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 45 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll make the score 14-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the way that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Cowboys.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
On play action, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Cowboys 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Cousins now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown, Cowboys! Noah Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. $51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Prescott now from the 50. This is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Prescott yet again.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Prescott to throw it.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here to their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
that can run like the wind. You often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 21. Relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Joseph now to have the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And again, it's Prescott.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Brown. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 21. Brett Maher taking off 4 downs.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Luongo now from his end zone.
Luongo on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A Up the middle, it's Cook. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dallas.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown from 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On play action, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts there.
They have to be aggressive here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Cousins.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Micah Parsons
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to keep the drive alive.
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That play going nowhere thanks to Ross Blacklock.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards.
yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made